the OSHP interview, it's really hard to describe just how incredible it felt to me. Like, I was just fangirling a lot, but also having the chance to talk to someone that I've had so much respect for so many years, and then seeing how when I was speaking English, like, he would nod his head, and it was clear he had studied some English. It was clear he understood some of what I was saying. And once I understood that he could understand some of what I said, I just felt like I have got to be able to do the same. I have to be able to do some of that for him in return. And not just for him, but, you know, whenever I posted the video and there was Japanese subtitles for it, there's so many people in the comments saying, oh, thank you so much for putting the subtitles. And I want to be able to connect with that whole other part of the community too. I think it's really, really, really important. So I am going full throttle on that now. How was Japanese? So everybody's wondering about how my Japanese lesson went. And so I am doing intensive Japanese classes. I'm doing it for an hour in the morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I met my teacher today. Ren is her name, Ren-san. Ren-san is my teacher. And it's like, she's very, very enthusiastic. She is very excited. Like anytime I said something right, like I remembered something or I said something right, she'd be like, yes, yes, all right, you did it. And I'm like, I did.
I hope Hulu goes well today.
It's very exciting. She's like so much energy well, for her it's the afternoon, but for me it was a lot of energy to be going on first thing in the morning. She is pumped, man. She's so hype and so excited and so like enthusiastic. I really like her a lot for that reason. But it's like constant speaking practice. Like there's just tons and tons of conversation and speaking practice. That's really the focus right now. I guess she wants me to get comfortable speaking the language, and then after some time, then we might go over the writing part. Though I have an okay understanding of hiragana already. And yeah, so I'm basically having to, like, she'll go over the vocabulary once or twice, and then immediately it's pop quiz time. Like immediately she's like, okay, now what was, like, how do you say good morning? And I have to like really rack my brain to try to remember what it actually was. Which actually it's Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. How does your Japanese teacher's techniques differ from how you taught English? It kind of seems similar, but I taught children. I taught very small kids. But she seems like she has a similar attitude about it to the way I taught. She teaches the way that I would. So we're on the other side of it. So I'm really happy. And I just hope that I can get better and better. I want to do a good job. I want to excel, right? How was my Japanese lesson today? I'm so glad you asked. So today, basically practicing the introductions. So I can now say, Hajimemashite, watashi wa Zepla desu, America-jin desu. Or I can say America, wait, I learned a new one today, like how to say I am from there. I think it's karakimashita. Oh, not sure. I haven't checked my homework yet. It was right before the stream. I think it's America karakimashita, but I don't know. I need to double check. And then YouTuber desu. And then I can say dozo yoroshiku. Okay, and then the next person, then she would respond to me and say, it's karakimashita. Okay, that's right. Okay, that's right. And, Genki desu, yeah. YouTuber. I have to say it like that. Yeah, she corrects me. And then she'll respond. There was a phrase that I was really struggling with today. Like, I messed it up so many times, and she made me repeat it like 5 times. It was, Kochira. Oh my God, I still can't remember it. Kochira Koso. Oh my God, let me check. What was it? Kochira Koso. Okay, yeah. Kochira Koso. It's like, I'm supposed to say, someone else already introduced themselves, and it's my turn to introduce myself. And I'm like, America karakimashita. Koshi. I can't remember. This is what was happening in our lesson. Kochira koso. Dozo. Oh my god. I'm struggling. Kochira koso. Dozo. Yoroshiku. Okay. We made it. We made it there. We made it there. Kochira koso. I could not remember Kochira koso for the life of me. And like, she was like, okay, say it 5 times. And I'm like, okay. Kochira koso, Kochira koso, Kochira koso, Kochira koso. And she's like, okay. And then 2 seconds later, she's like, what was it? And I'm like, it was really frustrating for her today. But by the end of the lesson, I was mostly remembering it. Yeah. So it was a bit of a meme. And like while we're doing the lesson, then like here's the thing that's kind of weird, right? So I've had, as you know, if you've been watching the stream, you know that I've been having a bit of allergies. Okay, I've been coughing a bit because it's just that time of year where I have seasonal allergies, and it's not that big of a deal. Okay, it's really not that big of a deal. But I have been coughing here and there. But if I cough during the lesson, like if I just have any kind of cough, she will look at me like, she'll stop what she's doing and say, are you okay? Like, it was like if I had just started coughing up blood. Like, that's how she reacts to me having, like, any kind of cough. Yeah, she's like, my student is dying. Like, she really looks at me like, are you all right? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I just had a little cough. Like, I'm good. I just needed some water. Then I pulled out my cup to like sip some water, and she's like, wow, that's a very big cup. It's a huge cup. And I'm like, yep. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's a big cup. And she's like, is it normal in your country for people to drink out of such big cups? And I'm like, no, it's just, I just have a big cup. Yeah, she's like the viewers, yeah. And she's like, okay. Just like that, there's just so much judgment. What's the problem? What's the problem with a big cup? What's the deal? She was like, oh, okay. This person's crazy. This big cup. I said such a big cup. I say I'm very small. I can't. I mean, I'm actually not. I'm very tall. I'm really, really tall and large. So, I'm very large. It was fun. It was fun though. I had a good time. I'm really enjoying our lessons because, like I said, just like yesterday, anytime I get something right, she throws a big party. She is super enthusiastic and just like, do I have something in my hair? Oh, no, that's from my headphones. Anytime I get something right, she's like, yes, you did it. Awesome. Yes, you did a great job. And I'm like, yes, I said it. I said Hajime Mashite. And she's like, Hajime Mashite, you said it. Yes. Hell yes. It's so much hype. Yeah. It was very much, I'm like, yeah, so it's really fun. I love that. Yeah, she's very high energy. For sure. But then we got to hiragana today. We first started talking about hiragana, but here's the thing. I already learned the hiragana, okay? But I'm not gonna tell her that, okay? Because I wanna go through the whole thing the way that she planned it. So, I mean, I feel like I learned the hiragana pretty well. But she doesn't know. So we're going over the first line, like going over all the hiragana, and she's like, okay, well, what was this one? And I'm like, ah. She's like, what's this one? Eh. Oh, what's this one? Ka. She's like, wow. Oh, you're so smart. You're learning very quickly. You're learning so fast. This is amazing. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I am very smart. I am very smart. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, I hope she's not watching. No, she's not. I was screwed if she's watching. I'm learning slowly, but surely. I just hope to like practice it enough where I don't have to like have this painful delay between what I want to say and actually saying it, right?